everybody. Hello, I'm Kelly Vaughn, and welcome to Inside Indy. And we're going to a very special historic site here in the Indianapolis area. And here to take us there, she is WhitneyBall, and she is Special Events and Marketing Manager at the Benjamin Harrison Presidential Site. Welcome to the show, Whitney. Welcome to Inside Indy.
Thank you for having me. Yes.
All right. So there's something very special happening at the Benjamin Harrison Presidential Site. Fill us in, because this is something folks do not want to miss.
Absolutely. So we had our grand opening on Thursday for our new exhibit, No Compact of Silence, Black Civil Rights Advocates in the Harrison Era. So it's really exciting. It's an exhibit. It'll be open until November, which is really exciting because people will have plenty of time to check that out, as well as it is free to the public. So it's in our Welcome Center. You can come in, walk into the exhibit and experience what the exhibit is, and then also have a tour if you'd like. But if not, you can still just come and see the exhibit.
Okay. Now, as far as the Benjamin Harrison Presidential Site itself, kind of give us an overview of that site itself, and then what we can expect when we come there for this particular exhibit. Or is it throughout the whole house? Is it a certain area of the home, that kind of thing?
Absolutely. So our home, the 23rd home of the home of the 23rd President of the United States, is located downtown Indianapolis. It is a 10,000 square foot home. About 80% of what is in the home is original to President Harrison and his family at the time. So it's really exciting. And this exhibit takes place in our Welcome Center where you check in. So you come in and you're going to experience a lot of great information, a lot of great visuals on different civil rights advocates like Ida B. Wells or Frederick Douglass. There's Perry Carson, Dolly Johnson, names that you have heard of and some that you have never heard of, including myself going through this process with our curator and our fellow. I learned a lot as going in the research process and things like that. It was really exciting.
Wow. Okay. So what did you learn? And let's just take one, for example, one thing that you learned that you didn't know and that you're really surprised by it.
Yeah, like I said, there's so many different things, but there was a senator from Memphis called Blanche Kelso Bruce, not Memphis, I'm sorry, Mississippi, and he was actually the first Black man to be elected to a full term in the Senate. So that was in, I think, late 1800s, 1870s, I believe. So that's like something really exciting, but that is just one of, I couldn't tell you, a host of facts that I learned. Another one being Dolly Johnson, who served as White House chef to President Benjamin Harrison. And he actually let go of his French chef and hired Dolly Johnson on because of how he, loved what she did. And also he just respected her and was excited to have her on board. So that, again, those are just two of many facts that I've learned. And it's so exciting for people to be able to come and learn and experience that.
Wow, that's interesting. We do Black History Moments on WHMB TV 40, and we had a gentleman who specializes in cuisine and etiquette, and he was looking for historical figures, and that she would have been perfect for the person to highlight in that historical moment. So, and see, I had never heard of either one of them. There's so many people that we don't know about, or who oftentimes have been forgotten. So how do you uncover this information? Like we didn't know. How did you find that?
Yeah, so we started off with, Dolly Johnson being someone that we knew of because her association with Benjamin Harrison. And then we started just going down the line and seeing what was going on at that time, who were change makers in society. We have someone else, Flossie Bailey, who was born in Indiana, Kokomo. And she's someone that fought for anti-lynching laws in the early 1900s that, again, someone that I did not know, but it was in Indiana with doing the work at the time. So just, we took some time and really did some serious research. We have a wonderful IUPUI fellow that did the bulk of the research along with our curator. So that was really exciting to have them come and just keep finding things. And, once you start going into different you see somebody's name and then someone else's name pops up and then you kind of look for more. So that's really what was really exciting about that we just found so many great facts and things that are out there.
That's really cool, because I think sometimes at that time, the mistreatment of Black people, the assumption is that, they did nothing, or nothing was going on, or they weren't having any good relationships with white people. It's just like all gloom and doom, but there are upsides to anything. And that's encouraging, to hear that there were people there who were fighting for civil rights, or people who were engaged with the president, that kind of thing. And just like today, you have good days, you have bad days, you have a lot of stuff going on in the community where, but if somebody were to write our stories, sometimes if you take it historically, it seems so bad, but sometimes there's a lot of good stuff going on too. Absolutely. And just knowing that these people made a mark.
Absolutely. And that's what we love highlighting, is people that, are known and unknown, and people that did a lot of work during those times that you wouldn't normally know, and elevating their names so that there's a space for people to learn about them and learn about your own history, your state's history, your country's history.
Okay. So when you do go to the presidential site, so is it confined to a certain area, or is it throughout the home as you're touring the home?
Yeah, so the exhibit is in our exhibit space that is outside in our welcome center. So it is a space that you can walk around and look, and that is also the place where you check in to go on tours, which would be inside the home. So the welcome center is just right outside of the home, behind the home, in a lovely space that you can kind of take your time and look around in the welcome center. So you can come and go during our tour hours to see that.
Okay. So for folks who are watching, what would you say to them, and when can they come to see the exhibit? And again, if you can go over the dates and the time and the location. I've seen it. I know roughly where it is, but the specifics so people can find it.
Yes, absolutely. A lot of people have driven past it. It's on 12th and Delaware. We're at 1230 North Delaware Street. So the Red Barn is where you check in, like I said, and the exhibit space is just right there. And we opened Thursday, and it runs all the way through November. So you have 7 days a week. We're open 7 days a week, barring some holidays. But you can come any time between 10 and 2 during the day and the weekends to see the space and see the exhibit on your own time. And it's really fun. And I feel like people are going to be really excited to come and then bring more people back, which is what we're really excited for. So it's a really fun learning experience that you can do at your leisure. And like I said, you have until November. You can come back, bring more friends. It's what we want people to experience.
Okay. And then I would think this is great for young people as well, or teachers
Absolutely.
And I guess too, it's not, a lot of times when something like this is happening, people think, okay, well, it's about civil rights, so this is for Black people. What's your response to that?
No, that's funny, because we've learned so much with this exhibit about just policies and procedures during those times and how that affected, today as it is. And I think this is for everyone. You're learning about historic Hoosiers. You're learning about national policy, people who helped make policies or had different ideas for different states. We love that this is elevating Black civil rights advocates, but it's also learning more about your history and your state and your country, and just having that knowledge is super important when you're trying to do your civic duty in your
right.
place. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And again, I think part of it is we're all Americans. Okay. Mm-hmm. Check that box. I want to know all my history, the Black history, the white history. I want to know it all, because it is our American history. And, some of it's not good. Some of it's bad. Some of it's, it's a hodgepodge. So I want to know it all, because I don't want something sugar coated, because I just want to know the truth. And it doesn't have to be American history. It can be my family history. Yeah. If I got a crazy uncle somewhere, don't skip over him because you don't like him. I need to know about him too.
Absolutely. And that's what, what we've, as doing research and, going through what we're going to share with people, it's just really exciting for people to learn more, the good and the bad about different things. We talk about the World Columbia's World Fair, and how there was a time where Black people weren't going to be there, but there was an article written, and you'll learn more about that in the exhibit, but then they were granted a day at the fair. And that's just something that, isn't great that they weren't invited to begin with, but they advocated for themselves and were able to attend that on that day. So it's just, that's not the greatest, we would love for everyone to always be included at any point in time, but, learning that and understanding how things were then and now is really important.
Yeah, and the same things with even Ellis Island when some of the immigrants came. We asked the Italians what they had to go through. Everybody's been through something, but to say that we should talk about it. But I can remember my mother saying, I think it was White River State Park. They had a day that African Americans could go, and it was bottle top day or something. I remember her talking about that. I don't think I experienced that, but I remember her saying something about that. So, well, we appreciate you coming on, Whitney, and enlightening us and really empowering us. And
I'm excited, and I feel like I'm so excited. The exhibit is empowering in itself because you're learning and growing, and all types of people, kids, teachers, parents, grandparents. It's just wonderful for you to experience that and learn more about that, especially also the beautiful things that Harrison did during his time being anti-lynching, and helping advocate for Black Americans at that time as well.
Awesome story. Thank you so much. Whitney Ball, who is the Special Events and Marketing Manager at the Benjamin Harrison Presidential Site. Thanks so much for joining us on Inside Indy.
Yes, thank you.
Or that the projections would be tornado next Thursday?
I can't do Thursday, but I can do Friday.
Disasters don't plan ahead. You can. Talk to your loved ones about how you're going to be ready in an emergency.
So there you are, shuffling through a stack of resumes and you come to mine. This is it, first impression, my way in. But can my resume show you how I truly stand out? Like that I was studying, going to night school while working 2 jobs just to help my parents pay for groceries. Or being the first one to always step up. No, that's something you just can't put on paper. Look beyond the resume and discover new ways to develop great talent that is dedicated, hardworking, and determined like me.
Hi, my name is Suzanne Kamara. We love making a difference in the lives of people with various skin conditions. Join us in assisting people internationally with tuition assistance, food and clothing, and medical care while raising awareness about their conditions and empowering people with the tools they need to be successful.
Hi, I'm Kelly Vaughn, and welcome to Inside Indy. Today we have a very special show for you. Our friend, it's lifestyle expert Tia Leslie, is here to show us an easy way, get this, to look younger, healthier, and feel more confident. If your teeth are yellowing due to coffee, tea, red wine, or, say, smoking, you need to pay attention to Inside Indy today. Tia says a whiter smile can actually make you more attractive and visibly take years off of your appearance. If you want whiter teeth in 5 minutes, you know what? Tia can help. Welcome, Tia, to Inside Indy.
Thank you so much for having me, Kelly. I'm so glad to be here. Thank you.
Thank you for joining us. So you have an important test now that you'd like to share with our viewers about their smile, right?
Yes, I do. So we put a panel of people together and we asked them, how much more attractive is a person with a whiter, brighter smile? Does it really matter? So you're going to see 2 different slides. You're going to see a gentleman with a nice white, bright smile, And then we digitally altered his smile to look a little bit more yellow, a little bit more dingy. And of course, this is what happens when you drink, like you said, tea, wine, cola. Those stains stay on your teeth. And I think a lot of people forget that over time.
Right. You're absolutely right. Now, it really shows how yellow teeth can affect your looks and possibly even your love life. Ouch.
I know, right? Even your love life, yes. So we surveyed about 100 different women on this panel, and we asked them, who would you like to go on a date with? Out of those 2 slides with that gentleman, which one would you like to go on a date with, and who do you think they chose?
I think I've picked the one I want. Yeah, the whiter teeth. You know, that's so funny how that works. You would think that wouldn't impact you that way, but it does. It affects how you perceive people.
Isn't that funny? It really does. So yes, they all chose the gentleman with a nice white, bright smile. Why? He puts himself forward. He takes care of himself. You definitely want to snuggle up to him watching a movie at night and so forth. So if you are the gentleman with the not so white, bright smile, Power Swabs can really help you. This is an amazing product. So they are clinically shown to whiten your teeth on an average 2 shades, Kelly, 2 shades in just 5 minutes, but 6 shades in 7 days, which is unheard of. I love this product, Power Swabs.
Wow. So, but is it that easy, really that easy to use and for the impact so quickly?
Yes, it's really easy to use. It takes 5 minutes, and I believe we have some testimonials. Let's take a listen.
With things I've used in the past, it's just a chore. It doesn't feel good. It doesn't taste good. It's uncomfortable. It's something that I loathe doing, trying to set aside that kind of time to be able to whiten the teeth. But with Power Swabs, it's something that's just a few more minutes than brushing my teeth on a daily basis. It's so simple just to snap open the product and apply it to my teeth and directly target the areas that I think need the work and then be done with it for the day. It's a much easier process.
When I use strips, it always felt messy. They would slide around. I would feel resistant to use them, plus that my teeth would get sensitive for each time that I use them. But when I've been using Power Swabs, I'm in much more control because I can apply it to every tooth individually. I see a dramatic, unbelievable result, and it doesn't hurt, and it tastes great.
I was skeptical about 7 days. So much happening, but it happened. And I thought I'd see maybe one of those things where you weren't sure and you'd look and you go, well, maybe, but it was definite, and I have no doubt that they got white.
With Power Swab, I would use it every day, and it kind of made me more inclined to smile throughout the day. And a lot of people seem to notice, my close friends and the people around me would be like, your teeth look whiter. And I only told one person, and they noticed as well. So it was really cool. It made me feel more confident and pretty.
Wow, that is amazing, Tia.
Yeah.
You sold me. Okay.
I know. The testimonials speak for themselves, Kelly.
Now you say yellow teeth can make you look old.
Yes, yes. And even unhealthy. So your smile is the first thing that people see, and it should really be on the top of your makeover list.
Wow. You know, it is something we really need to think about. I think about all the events that I've gone to, and you think, wow, people are looking at your teeth. And perhaps people have slowed down going out, you know, with the pandemic, but we're all starting to get back to normal, and we'll be back out there. So I'm thinking they need this. They need Power Swabs once they start engaging with the public again. So absolutely,
yeah. Absolutely. Especially if you haven't seen family and friends in quite some time. Maybe you're jumping on video chat calls for work. Yeah, there are so many other products out there for teeth whitening kits, but this works in 5 minutes. So amazing, amazing. If you don't have a lot of time, this is the product to get.
I love it. I love it. Okay, so on my way in today to shoot the show, I had my coffee. So Tia, I cannot go without my coffee in the morning. So of course, my teeth, just like some of the testimonials there and some of the pictures we're showing, they get stained. Okay, make sure I do like this while we're doing the show. So how can Power Swabs help me?
Yes, absolutely. So I love my coffee too. I hear you loud and clear, Kelly. So this is how Power Swabs works. And remember, those coffee stains, those coffee stains will stay on your teeth if you're not brushing right afterwards. And then if you have those coffee stains on your teeth for the last, couple of months or even the last year or two, because we've all been kind of inside, this is where power swabs can really make a difference. So it's a 2-swab system. You're going to take the first swab. Now this is called stain out. This does 2 things. This lifts the stain first, which actually is the key to whitening teeth. You're lifting the stain first, and then you're also, when I swab it on, you're rehydrating your enamel to help with teeth sensitivity before you whiten. So again, you're just going to lift the stain first, and I'm going to do this right now. I'm just going to swab away.
Wow.
You can really get into those nooks and crannies. A lot of the whitening strips from the drugstore miss that. Leave that on for 2 minutes. It foams up nice. It's a nice minty taste. And then you follow it up with the second swab, the whitener. So again, I'm just going to swab away. Maybe I have a tooth that's a little bit more stained than the others I can work on. Leave that on for another 2 minutes. 5 minutes and you're done. So if you can find 5 minutes a day for 7 days, you are on your way to a whiter, brighter smile. I love that it works so quickly.
Now, that's the key word there, quickly. So, it seems like we're always waiting for the results of something, whether it's a week or 2 weeks. But you're saying that the results on this are after the first use, you can see the difference?
Pretty amazing. So usually how I use this right before I go to bed. I'll make it fun. I'll put on my favorite TV series. I'll do the 2-swab system. Remember, it only takes 5 minutes. And then I get to wake up to a whiter, brighter smile. And it's kind of fun to see within those 7 days how white and bright your teeth get. So remember, they're clinically shown to whiten your teeth on an average 2 shades in just 5 minutes, but 6 shades in 7 days. So when I talk about the offer in the end, pick one up for your mom, your boyfriend, your best friend. Do this in tandem with someone. Have some fun with this and actually see how white and bright your teeth get. It's such an amazing product. If you are a busy mom and you're getting pulled in all sorts of different directions, you don't have time to go to the dentist to get fitted for the expensive trays or the whitening strips, this is the product for you, powerswabs.com.
Okay, you mentioned the word busy, so I know my routine is crazy. So I'm wondering, is this something that I have to use every day? Do I use the Power Swabs every day?
So it's just a 7-day kit. So again, use this right before you go to bed or use this first thing in the morning, and it's only 7 days. So just fit it into your schedule. It's just as easy as you would like it, and figure out what time of day would work best for you. But it's only 5 minutes. So really, instead of going to the dentist to get fitted for the expensive trays, they're costly, they're expensive, and even the whitening strips from the drugstore, sometimes those you have to leave on your teeth for 45 to 50 minutes. I like this because if you're a busy executive, you've got 5 minutes a day, busy mom, this is the product for you. It works with everybody's schedule. That's what the beauty of this is.
Okay. Now, Tia, there are so many products like this out there. What makes Power Swabs so different?
Great question. So this was developed by Dr. Ginninger. So he has been a dentist for 30 years, but he's been a teeth whitening kit expert for about 23 years. And he developed this. So he really wanted to address a couple of different things. Number one, remember, you're lifting the stain first before you whiten. That's the key to whitening teeth. So remember, when you swab this on, you're lifting the stain first. Number two, you're rehydrating your enamel to help with teeth sensitivity. So those strips from the drugstore, when you lay those on your teeth, a lot of times that's what causes sensitivity because you're pulling out the moisture from your teeth, and that's what causes those zingers. So remember, Dr. Ginninger really wanted to develop something that you're rehydrating your enamel before you whiten. So if you have teeth sensitivity issues, Power Swabs has you covered. And then number five, it takes 5 minutes. So this is such a great way to, I don't know of another teeth whitening kit on the market that works this quickly. And that's why I like Power Swabs. It's amazing. It works for everybody in anybody's schedule. It also works on caps, crowns, veneers. So if you do have other dental work that has stains, that will actually help lift stains off of that type of dental work as well. So it works for everybody. That's why it's such an amazing teeth whitening kit that's universally works for everyone.
Wow, this is really amazing, Tia. So I know people are wondering how to order, but if they order, what all do they get?
Yes, so right now it's 40% off the regular retail price plus free shipping. You're going to get 1 7-day kit. Plus, you're going to get something called a quick stick, which is like Tide and a stick for your teeth. So once you've done the 7-day kit, pop this into your briefcase, into your purse. This is a great way to really maintain that nice white, bright smile after you've done the 7-day kit. If you go out for a glass of wine or a cup of coffee in the evening, keep this in your purse. This is a great way to really maintain that nice white, bright smile. Powerswabs.com. You will love this product.
All right, sounds good. We got the number on the screen. And as she said, powerswabs.com. Get your smile on. All right? I love it. Tia, Leslie, thanks so much for joining us here on Inside Indy.
My pleasure. Thank you, Kelly.
All right, thank you all for joining us. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Visit aarp.org/caregiving for information on how to provide even better care for the person who wants to care of you.
If you or a parent or a grandparent has a house that they are looking to sell, please consider selling it to Habitat for Missions. We'll provide a cash offer, no responsibility to fix the place up before it can be sold. Leave all of that to us and put our volunteers to work there, fix it up, renovate it, restore it, and sell it with the idea of donating 90% of the profit to Christian Mission.
I sold my house to Habitat for Missions.
We sold our house to Habitat for Missions.
Just remember, 90% of the house sale profit goes to Christian ministries. Sell your house to Habitat for Missions and help us change our world.
When they test you, stand firm and move only when you hear the seatbelt click that says they're buckled in for the drive. Never give up till they buckle up.